It's time for Tech Talk with Mathew Dickerson on Binjang 91.5. Good morning, Mathew.
Hey, good morning, Tony. Good to see you in the new studio.
Yes, and you're looking really nice and fresh after your long bike ride.
I'm amazed I'm actually able to sit down at the moment,
Yeah,
Tony. The legs are okay, but the bottom's just, sitting on something 6 inches wide is maybe not the smartest thing to do for 1,100 kilometres.
Yes, well, I can't help you with that.
Thanks for your support.
I don't even want to. Matthew, now, starting off with Tech Talk, this is an interesting one. What to expect from Google's Pixel 4 event? I bet you that's going to be a treasure trove for technophobes.
Absolutely, and Google has had a few goes at bringing out their Pixels and really trying to take on the market and take on the Android market.
Yeah.
But to be honest, they haven't really quite hit the mark yet. And they keep trying, and they're plugging away. They're obviously Samsung and Apple are the two major players across the world, but they keep trying and they keep plugging away. They've got a couple of things on the latest phone. They've caught the camera phobia that all the other manufacturers have.
Yep.
The previous Pixel only had one camera, whereas various manufacturers had multiple cameras. Obviously the iPhone now has got 3 cameras on there. I can hardly wait to see the iPhone 30. It'll have just a back full of cameras. It just seems to be like camera phobia seems to be, or multiple cameras seems to be where they're going with it.
Yeah.
But with the latest Pixel, they've got multiple cameras. But a really nice feature I think that will be quite interesting. You've got Face ID on some phones now, and that's quite nice. You look at the phone or swipe up on the phone and look at it for not too long, and it'll unlock the phone for you. What the new Pixel has got, these are all of course rumours, Tony, but rumours are usually pretty strong.
Yes.
What the new Pixel has got is a radar that detects when you look to pick up your phone or you reach for your phone, and that's when it automatically activates the face activation feature, so that it should theoretically just be a matter of picking up your phone and it's already unlocked as long as you're the correct user of that phone.
Yeah.
So it's not even a swipe up to unlock, it's not even wait till you get it in your hand and look at it to unlock. It really is just a matter of reaching for it and it should be there. So that's probably the real killer feature on the new Pixel that'll be quite revolutionary, and if it works well, expect all the other manufacturers to have it next year.
And Telstra, they've announced their 3G mobile network will be switched off in 2024 to free up their spectrum.
And this is interesting. In fact, I was only asked a few weeks ago about when 3G might shut down. And my guess at the time before this announcement came out, I said, look, I think we've got at least 2 or 3 years left of 3G. And obviously we've got more than that. We've got about 5 years left of 3G. And some people have been a bit concerned about that. It's 5 years away. But the big concern has been that there are some areas still, across regional areas that we know of, that have got 3G only. That's right. So that's interesting. And Telstra has made the promise that they will make sure all of those areas that are 3G only at the moment will be 4G by the time they switch the network off. And they've given 5 years to do that. Some people are concerned about the fact they've got handsets that are only 3G, and there are some handsets out there, still older ones, that are 3G only. And again, that's something that hopefully in the next 5 years, those people will have upgraded to a 4G compatible handset. It's a fair length of time.
It is.
But there's other issues as well. For example, my car is inbuilt as part of Internet of Things, and it's 3G only. So effectively it'll need to be some upgrade available for things like vehicles that have got 3G chips embedded in their systems to make sure after 2024 all those features still work.
You better get onto the phone to Elon then.
That's right, I'll quick chat to him.
Now, students who got off Facebook for a week were less depressed and saved money. Well, hello.
Well, it's interesting. Facebook, of course, is free. So how would you possibly save money by being off Facebook? But they did an interesting experiment, a bit of a social experiment, where they had a group of students in the same cohort and said, you just keep using Facebook as normal, keep doing what you'd normally do. And then another group where they said, we're blocking everything to do with Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, all those social media sites linked around Facebook, and let's see the difference. And it found that those students that were off Facebook actually spent $67 less than the students on Facebook, which I thought was interesting. And so again, it's not Facebook charging you, but it's all the things that you see on Facebook, all the ads that you might see, all the things, the products that you might look at and that you might potentially buy, all those things averaged out to $67 a week, and for this 1 week. And again, it's a small space, but it's quite interesting. And then they just check their state of mind and how they were. And so some of those students could hardly wait to get back on social media, and that's where they started to talk about Facebook as being a bit of addiction. You have someone with an addiction, you remove that addiction, all they can think about is getting back onto that addiction, whether that be drugs or in this case, whether it be social media.
So there you go. The benefits of not being off your face on Facebook.
That's right.
Well, here's
You wanted that whole story just to be able to use that
Oh
line. didn't you?
yeah, I was thinking as you went along. I was thinking I had to finish up on that. Now, a new electric car could be recharged using Aussie manufacturing. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so this is a small car. It's quite an interesting little car. It's called a Unity One, and they're basically manufacturing it in the UK as we speak. It's a three-seater. The front passenger, or the front driver, sorry, sits in the middle, and then the two adult passengers sit behind the driver on either side. And you might remember a long time ago there was a McLaren F1 car that came out that was central driver, and they did that for a whole range of performance reasons in that car, but also it makes it easy to manufacture across the world because you don't have to worry about left-hand drive and right-hand drive. The one car can be used everywhere. So they're talking about a few different potential areas to manufacture this particular car, and Australia was one of those places looked at for manufacturing. Now, Australia has had a go at manufacturing vehicles in the past, and we've had various government subsidies that have propped up that industry, and we've had companies like Mitsubishi and like Toyota here manufacturing, and now our manufacturing process is effectively dead in this country. But this might be a chance for us not only to be a car manufacturer, but the car manufacturer of something that will be a real leading light into the manufacturing. It's going to be low price. They're talking about a sub-Aussie $30,000 mark in the UK when it comes out. So that same sort of mark for a good little run around. Again, it's an electric vehicle that's designed to be just in a town or a city as a run around vehicle, about 150 kilometre range, designed to be cost effective, small, 600 kilograms in weight, so it's not very large. And again, it's not designed to be driving across to Darwin every day. It's designed to run around your local community, and I think for that it'd be a perfect little vehicle.
Yeah, so the guy in the back is not on the generator with pedals, having to pedal.
Well, that's an option. I like that option.
Yeah.
Yeah, so put a couple of little bicycle pedals in the back. Yeah.
Exercise on the way to work or whatever,
right.
You're listening to Binjang 91.5 with Mathew Dickerson and Tech Talk, and we'll be back later on this afternoon for the next session.